we are going to be streaming on YouTube again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In theory, it should be live already. Let me check. And let's not make the same mistake as before.
No. So I'm checking. I'm looking out for it. I don't see it yet. There it is, I think. No, this is old. No, it's not. No.
No, it should be.
It's current. It's current. Okay.
Okay, but I still don't see the. What is it? I always forget the.
Do I have permissions to share in the Games of the Block Discord?
Yeah.
Announcements.
I don't know if you. I mean, I think you do have permission, but I'm not sure. I'll share real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, but remind me to give you full permissions for that.
Sure. What I am going to do is I am going to share in the chat. Which has disappeared. I need to bring it back. Okay. Do we have chat activated? No, I think we don't.
Yeah. No, we should. Yeah, I think it just takes a while to.
Okay.
To appear.
Okay. Let's just wait for it then.
Okay. We are streaming.
There it is.
Okay, so yeah, should be good. Okay, let's start, I guess. I mean, I don't think there's anyone watching in the chat yet, but anyone watching the video, welcome to the Games on the Block stream again. Mostly, let's just go step by step, I guess. I think we already had a little bit of the world map, right? But a very limited
Selection
limited areas.
Yes.
And there was a whole revamp on the world, and many more. We added a bunch of extra cards as well, and populate them like in the world. So I'm just gonna move around a little bit here, so you can see all the world with all the cards. And actually, so right now I think we have like almost 100 abilities. I think we have like 48 cards, right?
That sounds about right.
I think so. 48 cards. We have 88 abilities, and then 9, 12, 14 environmental effects, and a bunch of other position effects. And now they should be fully functional, like all of them. I think there are a few bugs here and there, but in general, like everything that is here is implemented and is working.
Yeah, so we are bug hunting at the moment. So for those bug hunters out there, we do appreciate any feedback that you can find for us. Thank you. I'm really concerned about the chat, bro. I'm really not seeing it as active.
I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Maybe refresh the page. Or...
All right, maybe it's just me. Okay.
Actually, like, okay, I was seeing in my other account here. Let me go on the main one to. But normally it just takes a while. I don't know, like YouTube, like I just see the black a rectangle, right? And then it after a while it does appear.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. And also, I think if you change the view, like in filter mode, or that, I think it kind of bugs it a bit as well. Yeah, because for me it was working. Now it's kind of, I changed the view and now it's no, it's not.
Yeah. No, I'm not able to interact with it in the normal way. I can't type, for example. I can't type a message. Where last time I was able to do so.
But like, do you see the chat box, like the?
Yeah, the box is there. It's empty, and I don't have a. Well, the main window is there where the messages usually go. Right. It's empty in black. Okay, so there I see now for the first time someone is.
Yeah, I just type test, right? Can you see that?
So I see it, I can read it, but I myself cannot participate.
How come? What?
Don't know.
But can you click in the chat input field?
No, I don't see an input field. The input field is gone.
Can, even if you scroll down all the way?
Let's see. Yeah. Correct. I cannot. I'm not sure if it's something that we're doing wrong or there is something wrong. I'm doing wrong. Perhaps somebody else can chat. If there's anybody out there, please chat. Please say something in the chat.
Anyway, I don't know. Just, I think let's move. Like, just try refreshing with Control Shift R, and if not, well, like I can. Level up is here, and you can type. Right? So I think it's on your end, and more.
It's definitely me. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry for the whole hijacking. Apologies.
Okay, so I was saying, like, yeah, okay, we have implemented all these other abilities and everything. The world as well, like it's fairly balanced in a way, but that's what we're playing as well to see if the progression of the game is it's good. What else we did? Also we did the card creator. Now talking about cards, like players. I mean, we can go and change the cards now a lot easier. It's a lot less painful to do. And anyone can go and like suggest cards, right? And it would eventually people could like vote or something, and then these would be the cards that will be implemented in the game. So somebody can come here and say, like, I don't know, pig, dragon, Joe, and then put like a description here, choose the elements, and then say, okay, it starts with 1 physical damage, and then level 3 goes to 2, and then and so on, like, and then I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then choose the abilities here, choose the levels, like anything they want. You can change. Let's say change the level here. Let's say here it goes to level 6. Whatever. Like they can create the whole card. Soon this is not ready, but they can also submit like images, and then
basically create your favorite monster and submit it to the team to, you know, get included in the game. Through hopefully a voting system. That's the goal. We're obviously a ways away from the voting system, but yeah, ultimately that is where we're planning on going.
Yeah, and then actually our camera is on the way. Let me put the cameras back.
We could even consider a divine energy reward, perhaps, for inclusion in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of like what we were discussing in the previous stream, right? Like maybe people can vote or with divine energy, and then the cards that get accepted, it gets the divine energy from the votes.
Exactly. I did forget about that part, but yeah, that's perfect. That really does suit. We really need to write that down, I think, because that one totally slipped my mind. Perhaps you have written it down somewhere.
Yeah, it's in Notion, I think.
Okay, good.
Okay, what other changes we made? Okay, we changed the cards to, instead of having like 4 abilities before, now they only have like 3, and normally they get at least 3 levels.
We changed the level spikes, or the not level spikes, but how do you call
the power spikes?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so now it should be more smooth. Like the cards are not like kind of garbage, and like super crazy at some specific levels. So it's a bit more smooth, but it still have these power spikes. Normally have every 3 levels now instead of 4. Anyway, like anything else that we did before we go to the discussions, what we want to talk about, or am I forgetting something?
Have we taken them through the whole demo area of all the maps, from starting point all the way left to the forest, and then all the way right to the fire areas, and then even down to the icy areas? I'm not sure if we've taken them through the whole.
I went to the east, but through the cave. So, and then here I'm back at the end of the fire. I mean, the end of the fire area at this stage, right? Because like, even though we added a bunch of parts of the world, this is by no means the whole world.
Yeah, this is not the complete map. This is only parts of every area that we've included.
And then Godric Miss, Isle of First Contact. This is probably like one of the hardest places at this stage. Can show here a lot of. We also did like a lot of quality of life improvements. Like it basically like remembers a bunch of stuff, so don't need to keep like changing, typing stuff all the time. But okay, like here, you can see that the new, for example, this one is a new environmental effect as well.
Yep.
But here again, this. Yeah, and I think like now the PvE experience is very like it's very strategic. Like there is definitely like it's not like walking the park like before, which was basically like you just technically just choosing the card that you want, like converting divine energy to the card that you want. And now we actually like you can lose, you can learn to play the game properly, like just by going through the PvE experience. Maybe I shouldn't be showing this because this is probably like one of the hardest map.
Yeah, this one will be difficult, right, to beat, especially for starters who don't have water cards yet. Although you do actually
that's the account. Early. Yeah, that's the account I've been playing. That's the one I'm showing.
So you do have some cards. Well, then we're good.
Yeah, but mostly like if you order here by level, see like the highest levels are level 8.
Yeah.
And see like all the cards here are level 13, 14.
Yeah, you're in a very high level area here. I do not think you can beat this map, honestly. But you do have a very, very big favor in the form of the water environment. So
yeah, I feel like this might even be something that we need to think about, because I was talking before. This environment effect in particular might allow some almost like some exploits. Because for example, here, if I don't do any AoE damage, all their cards are gonna freeze.
Yes.
But I don't even, especially at the same time, because actually I'm not even sure if they can be cleansed, because they need to
The guy that's going to be doing the cleansing
cleanse is gonna be frozen as well.
So he's also not going to react, I think. Yes. He doesn't have any water cards, so he's going to be perma-frozen unless he takes damage. Yes.
Yeah. So one way, I mean, but regardless of the exploit or not, like, I think this is good to highlight. Like, even in the PV, you need to actually like play the game. So in this case, let's say, okay, I'm not gonna choose Best because like he has the AOE. I'll probably like go for AC here, Zarakar.
Yeah, basically everybody.
The water guys here because they're gonna be immune to the permafrost. And then I'll probably like just need some big tank. Probably use this one here.
So the reason these monsters are immune to permafrost is because they are from the water element. So that is how we've built our structure. And this is why it's important when, choosing your monsters with the current, battleground effects in play.
Yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna choose this guy because he's gonna do revenge and do damage to people. So basically, I just need to. I think if you just put, and this is gonna be a DPS as well. So yeah, I think if we just manage to tank until everybody's frozen, it should be good. So but as long as there's no AOE. So I think I'll put, no damage, so like no reflection as well. So maybe just put Kran here. Who else can tank a little bit? The Koge. Arvinav is okay, and then and Mila. Okay, this should be possible to. Yeah, it doesn't look like it works because like there's only like 2 rounds. So I guess
I think they're gonna destroy you very quickly. They are strong, right? They are very high level. I don't think you are prepared, sir. Even with the environmental effects in your favor. Still not.
Oh no, so yeah, so it did. Wait, let's go back here. So see, everybody's frozen here.
Yeah, so they're not hitting at the moment. Okay.
No, but the Phoenix is not. So let me do.
Yeah, the Phoenix.
Yeah,
was hit, so he didn't freeze.
Yeah. So and then the thing is, so I think like the because the Phoenix can cleanse, and then she would.
She cleansed everybody.
Because everybody here, like all these butterflies, also have cleanse. So she cleansed, and then all the other cleanse as well, and then.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my point. It's hard, like to, because like even for like to beat these guys, like one counter for these things like is silence, right? Because then you silence like the damage reduction, but with cleanse, the cleanse removes the silence as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
it will. Yeah, the power of cleanse, man. Support abilities be OP.
Yeah, very strong.
But yeah, again, you're facing a very, very difficult map there. Not a beginner's map for sure.
Yeah, and so here, I'm just showing the rest of the map. So we have going Badlands, and then here we go to the other side, which is more like the forest, right? Start with the Misty Swamp. The Glade of Whispers down here. Heart of the Forest. And Valley of Walash, I think, is the last map on this.
On this side, the forest side.
Yeah, now I think the cards. Yeah, probably like I want the Lavour. Okay, let me do one battle here.
This is definitely where I'm leveling at the moment. Trying to get my Lavour to 6 as well.
So
yes,
300. Oh, 2 glooms. That's not usual.
And
And a bunch of owls.
a lot of owls as well as no livers. So yeah, certainly difficult with the glooms. The glooms, I think, probably the biggest factor here.
Yeah, but it should be fine. There's the taunt here. I think I can put some. I can put the beloved here. What else? I get a tank here. The bleed, like if it's healed, so I think. I mean, mudslide, it's immune to this like nasty bleed anyway, and even if you were not, he would still like heal itself. Yeah, and then it would immediately like remove it. So just think, but I think it's also a lot of damage, like 5 damage out. I don't know. I'll try to absorb these glooms here with the turtle here for a little bit. Guess I can buff the mudslide with helping hand. And I don't know if like do also want to martyr. I think it's too much, and maybe just add the healer here by the side.
She serves as a good secondary tank with the heals.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'll just get DPS now. I like this guy. Probably this one as well. I found like really interesting interaction with trample. So like if trample gets deflected, so let's say imagine there is like a deflect position effect in the last position here.
Yes.
So the trample will go like attack first position, second position, third position will get deflected, and let's say, and so the attack goes to somewhere else, and then it continues. If it goes to the front again, like it tramples. Like in theory, it can like hit
trample again.
Yeah, wow. Like 9 people if you have like 2 deflects and.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fun interaction.
Okay. Is it a bug, or is
no? It's
a purposeful interaction?
No, it was. I mean, it was not on purpose, but it's definitely like
it's
a really
kind of
fun.
Worked out.
Yeah, it's very fun interaction, I guess. Okay, let's. Actually, no. This the worm here might completely get executed. Might be too much. Let me see if I find a better tank. Maybe I'll try this guy with the rebuild and maybe more healers as well.
He does have a little bit of armor, yeah. That could be helpful.
I'll just go with Lavur and buff everyone's damage. I think that works as well.
That does. +1 for everybody makes a big difference.
Put it back to 1 speed here.
So those gloom hits going, not killing the tank, okay. Not killing the taunt. Okay, beloved popping. The shields, which is helpful, I guess.
No way, say didn't kill, like, this is wrong, like, I'm gonna go back. If he should, like, armor. Okay, no armor, and then he should die, but yeah, it triggered the divine protection from the owl. That's what, so he died.
Yes.
Yeah, same thing, man. So many, need to kill these owls like a billion times. Like the divine protection is this one, and probably
because everybody is giving it to everybody, right? So it's all the owls are giving it to everybody. So there's so many stacks of it that it's difficult to get through all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Very OP when they stack on top of each other like this.
I still have hope. Because these guys still have armor.
Okay,
nope.
No.
Okay, maybe I can dodge. No, it has 8 speed. Shit. Okay, so I wasted 300.
There goes your 300
divine
divine.
energy.
So that was a costly one.
Yeah, but that's
also no levers. So what you're actually after.
yeah, but I mean, it would be really great if I could get the glooms because like they are not even like that common. I see, like there's only like 2 in the map. And
They're
like,
not very common.
two to appear, like that was very weird.
That would have been a nice. That would have been a nice. If you could have farmed, if you could have defeated the map, yes, certainly, it would have been a nice haul of cards. Sadly, you did not. Yeah, this can be a tough one. This is also where I'm farming at the moment with my deck.
Yeah, that's because I think like the power spike here would be like Lavu level 6 and get resurrect.
Yes, which is kind of what I'm working on at the moment. I think I'm level 5 already, so I'm close, but I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, I think it goes really well with, for example, this combo that I'll try to do with the Beloved, so it can trigger.
Yes, resurrects
twice.
the Beloved, and then it does a second round of damage, which helps with that alley.
Yeah, you are right. With alley is even better because you have the explosive and Beloved.
Yes. So you buff your own team and you're doing damage on the other side. So very, very handy. That's how I would do it.
One bug that I found, I mean, we know about like changing the auras, but
yes.
What is Iris?
You don't
because
have
like yeah. So here, because it gives the again quotes like aura, but right now it's not really acting as an aura because it's persisting through death, and it's applied every time it's alive. So now with the revive, it's kind of nuts because like it dies. I was facing that the other time, like the team. I don't know. They go like to like 7-8 elemental damage just from like the Phoenix.
Oh my word! Like respawning.
And buffing the whole.
That's
team.
insane. That's insane. That's a bit too crazy.
Yeah. No, it's definitely. Yeah, we need to change the aura to not do that. It just should be active.
Which is in the roadmap, so it's on the way. It's just not done yet. It will get done with time.
Okay. I think that's mostly. We just changed here to divine energy, but we probably gonna even like scrap this PvP leaderboard anyway. Maybe we should start talking about that.
This is a good jumping off point into that, right? So PvP is kind of the main, point here or topic or idea that we're trying to build into the game. And the way we're trying to make it part of the game is through our font system. Do you want to share a bit about what that is?
Sorry, say again.
Well, our font system. That's kind of the kickoff point here. What is that?
So I mean, first just to see like the I mean, it's not the issue, but like the game loop is not like fully complete because even though we have a PvE here where you can go around, like you can battle, can get the cards, can level them up.
This is how we earn the cards, right? So that's the start of the game loop.
Yeah, and then in theory, even if you have Omni sources giving you divine energy all the time, it gets to a point like if you're out of divine energy, the only thing you can do is wait, which is not great. Like this shouldn't be the case. Or you can PvP, right? Which is also like, again, should be a very big part of the game. But the issue is like, especially in the beginning, if you don't have like many players, well, like this system of where you join a queue and get matched with other people has like a bunch of problems. So yeah, first, like everybody needs to be online at the same time, right? You have the people with like different levels being like you need people with the same level of skills and cards to be online at the same time. So that's definitely like difficult. You have the whole matchmaking system, which is not easy to get it right as well. What else?
So we have Bajangles in the chat. So awesome. Thanks for supporting the stream. Appreciate it, brother. And always nice if we can do something we enjoy whilst we get wink, 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 wink. Winning. All right. So I take it you're playing. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
No, I think it's maybe like winning a life, like getting paid to watch streams, I guess.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, cool. Bjangos is here. Maybe can contribute this our which is I think is the coolest part of the game, which is like we're trying all of this to say that we want to have this like world PvP, right? So you would go to like in some areas of the world, I don't know, like maybe let's say here in the Valley of Wallachia, there would be like a font where you get let's say the divine energy, right? Like which would be like the equivalent of a token or crypto, whatever it is that people can earn, right?
Well, in our case, it's divine energy, right? So
yeah.
That's
okay. I'm not even talking in theoretical. Oh wait, Bijang's asking about the artwork. Yeah, we did add a lot of cards. We did redo a bunch of. There are a lot of, especially these new cards. Yeah, I think they're looking really cool. I think so. From like this nightmare down.
There's been quite a few upgrades.
Did we add? Like 6, 12, 15, 18. We added this like 18 cards here. Yeah, and I think they're looking like really cool.
And there's more on the way. So this is only the start. The map is already planned out. We haven't included that in the game yet. We only have these demo parts. But yes, even there are new maps that you haven't seen. And come and explore with us. Chat with me in DM if you need some help.
Yeah, the Yoink card. I mean, we talk about we're not gonna rename I think we're gonna put like a sound, like the kleptomania. But like for example, this guy here has a kleptomania, but yes. They're gonna put like a Yoink on when he's like steals the stats. I think
that's a great place. That's a great place to
this
put
guy
I like
here.
That.
This guy here also has kleptomania.
Okay.
Like this thief wolf.
Yeah, so that's a little bit further down the roadmap when we start including like sound effects and things like that for abilities. But it is on the roadmap. So yeah. Soon to be updated on the website, I believe.
Yeah, and we're also gonna redo a few of these cards, which is because now also we have like these pillars. So for example, all these cards that have like clothes or I don't know, like something that is not matching with the theme of the cards is probably gonna get rebuilt. So for example, this card here, it's on the list to be redone. This one, Protoling, Lorcad, Arbistro. I mean, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but like there's like a good like 10 cards.
There's a good
redo.
Yeah, a good couple that needs a little bit of changing or adapting. But in general, I'm very happy with our collection of monsters. I think they are unique and special. And the abilities feel good. The playing feels good. Yeah,
and also another big difference that maybe related to say like about cards looking better is because like now they all have backgrounds. Before they all had the same background, but now it's based on the elements. So for example, if you look at the cards here, so like all these cards with water, they're gonna have the same element, and if they have like combined elements, they're gonna look slightly different. So for example, this guy here is like water and nature, So
it's a combo of water and
Yeah.
nature background.
yeah, and this one is like water and earth. So you can see it's also look like water, but there is some rocks here. So yeah, that definitely, I think the backgrounds definitely added.
Yeah, that's kind of it creates this kind of like 3D effect, Pajangles. I like it as well. He's talking about the cards like popping off of the rectangular shape.
Yeah, you can see.
And I really love that. It's like it's a little bit of it creates this artificial 3D, idea, even though it's not 3D. It appears to be.
Yeah, and also we like deliberately. So, for example, cards that are supposed to have this sense of scale, right? So, for example, you see like this small penguin here. You can still see going outside of the frame, but not like on the side, right?
Yes.
But then if you like some big dude here or the big snake, you can see even going like out above, right? Again, kind of it's one of the ways we have to try to show the scale of the card, right? Or
They are really big.
small octopus here, like
these guys are really, really huge. That's why they're
Yeah.
going outside of the frame, right? As opposed to guys that are outside of the frame, but towards the bottom of the card. They are not huge. They're just wide, perhaps, have a wingspan.
yeah, stuff like this very tiny octopus here. Yeah, so it's basically like half of the card, but you still like again have the effect on the side just to have the cool effect of like the popping off of the card, but without messing up the. I kind of like this one. I think is probably my favorite one. Like Dryosaur, he looks so like.
I love that guy.
Yeah, what a unit! Yeah, like.
Yeah.
The
beast.
Jamatra as well. I think it looks really cool.
I have not managed to beat that map, so I don't have one of those puppies yet. I would like one of those puppies, but I don't have one yet. Yeah.
Okay. So going back, we'll talk about the World PvP. So
fonts.
So they have like fonts where you have like divine energy, and now the benefit here compared to the current PvP system that we have is that it would be like a PvP, like local PvP, right? Instead of like you just going to this magical realm and PvP with anyone in this like I don't know, like leaderboard thing. You're actually like battling people that is on the same map as you. And so what this accomplishes like is firstly like now it's kind of like this win-win scenario, because like if there's no one else in the map and only you to reap the benefits of the fonts, sure, okay, like it might suck for you to not have the fun and the competition of like battling with people, but at the same time you're getting all these tokens by yourself, right? And
yeah, exactly. You're going to get it and you're going to keep getting it as long as you're the only guy there. But when challengers arrive or other people start challenging you for the map, so okay, so now I get the reference. Milla. Okay, so Milla is the ex. It's not me. So how about you, GB?
yeah, it's not. Yeah, no, but I can definitely see like that's fun. Yeah, the comment saying that whose ex-girlfriend is Milla.
the pig. It's the pig.
Yeah, it's definitely it looks like a girl's name, and then I was immortalized.
Immortalized her as a pig forever.
Yeah,
for sure. Milla the pig, Milla the ex. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have some like what is like subconscious. Like I don't know. I need to do some digging, but I don't think so. Maybe that's you, Bijango. Maybe you are seeing your ex in the cards.
Yeah, maybe there's something to that. Okay, back to fonts, right? So what happens was when a challenger would arrive and challenge you in the map, if you lose, well, currently how we've got it set up is if you lose your challenge, you will be kicked out of the area. In other words, unable to earn or gain the benefits for a period of time. To be determined. We haven't really determined how long that time should be.
Yeah, actually, I mean, we don't have.
Or even if it should be time, right? It may be something else.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell exactly like what I've been thinking this past couple of days, and see if it makes sense. See if what I'm wrong or where we can improve. So the idea is like, sure, okay, you have these maps that are gated somehow, right? Like this, I think we're on the same page here. So in the future, they will probably like require some type of item, right? So like they would craft, I don't know, put the head of this card with the heart of this other card, and like with some stones, and they create something that is the key to the gate of the area, right? Something like that.
Yes, yes.
But that would assume it would have like this crafting system and items, like which is kind of like far away. But
yes,
I think
that's
we can
also on the roadmap, but not quite there yet, right?
Yeah.
But we maybe can do a part of it or start of it, right?
Yeah, but I'm thinking like it's fine because like we can just use divine energy and it works perfectly fine, right? So
yes, it does function as well. Sure.
So okay, basically what like so you pay, and actually you don't pay. Like I'm gonna say like you put this as almost like as a collateral. Again, probably need like a better name, but let's say it costs like 1,000 divine energy to enter this area, right? So you put 1,000 divine energy, you enter the map. If you leave the map by yourself, right, that's fine. You get it back.
You get your 1,000 back. Okay.
Yeah. But if you lose, but like inside the area, it's like it's PvP. Anyone can challenge anyone else, and then if you lose, you get kicked out. And then if you get kicked out, your collateral, so part goes to the player that beat you, and then the other part goes to the font.
Okay, and that's partly how it's funded, but not the main source.
That's just like a small.
Yeah.
But I mean, going to the people that kick you out, that's definitely like a good incentive for people to
keep challenging.
Instead of like creating some I don't know, some alliance that no one fights anyone else, and they divide the font. So there's this incentive of people. I mean, you already have the incentive, like you want people out of the map so you can get the font rewards by yourself, right? Or at least with as fewer people as possible. But on top of that, you also have this, like, let's say, bounty for the collateral as well.
I like that. It should foster more challenge.
Yeah. So that's I mean, so far I don't see any problem, and actually I really like it, to be honest. I think like, man, like I can already see like this would be crazy. Like it would be like so fun to be like, yeah, challenging people. Because I think like the combat mechanics it's really good right now. And it can be streamed, like, so I can already imagine like people can stream like just like fighting people like back and forth, kicking people out of the map, kind of like this like last man standing in a way.
And also, you know, we say font, we're explaining on one map now, but the idea is for there to be multiple fonts within each region, right? So within each area, there's multiple fonts, multiple PvP maps that can be fought over.
Yeah, and that's actually that ties really well, I think, with the environmental effects, because like if we have specific environmental effects, they only appear in these regions or areas, right? So now like you might be, depending on the card that you choose to level, you might have a better chance at this font or that other font, because like you have like better tools to handle the environmental effects on that place. We don't have this system yet, but it's one of the next things in the roadmap as well. Anyway, the problem and what I can see, and that's what I want to start this discussion, is like, because one of the pillars of the game is that you shouldn't be forced to play, or like to be like log in every day or be online every day, right? So for like, how do you handle this of these fonts that are giving out rewards, but then then you need to be there like presently to get the rewards, and then on top of that, like there's like people in different time zones and that kind of stuff. So, and then the idea here is like, as you mentioned, there are multiple fonts, right? So let's say that the font is open, let's say one time per week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it can be more, it can be less, but just to make the math easier. And what I was thinking, let's say, so the font opens for like, let's say like a 1 hour window. Okay. Now, and people need to be online in that area for, let's say, 30 minutes of that 1 hour to qualify to get the rewards of that font.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because now, because I was thinking, if you just need to be online at that time, now there's this exploit. Like, so like you go on the map, you log out, like 10 seconds before the thing opens, like you log in, and then no one can challenge you, right? Because like
there's no time. There's no time.
So that's my point. So like,
you need to be there for 30 minutes. If you do that, it's not going to qualify.
So there's like this 30-minute window that even if it's spread again, like there is still room for if you need to go to the bathroom or something, right? But like, let's say during this 1 hour, you just need to be online for like 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then, but so there's 30 minutes that people have like to kick you out, right? They have the opportunity to beat you and kick you out. So I don't really see any exploit with this system. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is any, but I think these
exploits are always found, but yes, so far we've managed to cover many exploits possible.
But then there's still the thing with the time zone and the online stuff. So I think, as I say, like, let's say we have like 10 different fonts in the game, right? So even though it's like, let's say every font is only open like once a week, but if you look like on average, there's like let's say like a one font almost every day in different time zones, right?
And sometimes two, per day, depending on the time zone. Exactly. Yeah, I like that. That sounds really good.
And also can have like fonts that like are open more often, but then like have like fewer rewards, and then some that are bigger but only open like so like the World Cup, right? It's only happened like once every 4 years. I mean, I'm not saying every 4 years, but my point is like just have stuff that is like
a scale. Yes.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Like if we have this system, and like then the game loop closes, because like now you go on the PvE, you get the cards, you prepare for, and then you kind of like battle for these fonts, and then the fonts are pumping more divine energy, right? So you can get more divine energy, right? Just from playing the game, instead of just buying Omni sources, right?
Instead of buying Omni sources or divine energy, or waiting for divine energy from Omni sources, right? So you can generate passively in a way.
Yeah. All right, Abidjango is heading out. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man.
Cheers, dudes. Cheers, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so what are you saying?
Yeah, I love it. I love the closed loop. I agree. I think that ultimately does close that loop.
Yeah, and I think it is a better PvP system. I mean, to be honest, you can still have both in theory, but again, like with the limited resources, like you can still have like this like world PvP, font PvP, whatever we're gonna call it. But people can go and have the leaderboard as well, because it's almost like this like proving like who is the best on the planet, right?
Yes, sure.
But I think
And
could be later.
And there's also divine energy up for grabs here, right?
Yes.
So, which is another source of divine energy, right? So now we've got multiple sources of earning outside of the omni source or buying divine energy.
Yeah, and they are tied to skill, right? So like in the leaderboard, it's tied to skill. And in the font as well, because like you need to be there and you need to be battling people.
You need to battle your opponents and win them. If you don't win, you lose. You get kicked out. That's it.
And it's not magic, because like you still kind of like in a way putting in this case your tokens where your mouth is, right? Because like you are deliberately like stepping on the map where PvP is enabled, right? So
yes.
So if you lose, like your collateral is gone, right? So yeah, if you're better, like you should. And that's like, so what about like if somebody like is really bad and then they cannot participate in PvP? Well, I guess that's why we have these multiple different fonts, right? Because like you cannot be in two places at the same time.
Yes.
At least not with the same account. So like probably like the really like high end people is gonna be like in the big fonts, and then you have like these small fonts for
lower level people.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They can't be at the lower level font and the high level font. So, the higher guys will be at the higher font and the low level guys will be at the lower level font. Hopefully. There may be a bully that appears at the lower level font. How would we deal with that? Would we deal with that?
Okay, the closest system that I know for this is, so in Entropia universe, there is a system that is very similar, which is like there is these areas where it's like PvP is enabled, and you have these oil rigs, oil whatever, like you can get oil there, barrels of oil, right?
Okay.
But the way it works is not shared with anyone there. Like there is actually like a thing where you can click, where like only one person that clicks there gets the oil, right? And let's say there's like one barrel spawning every 5 minutes or something, right?
Yes.
So there are multiple ways that people play this, like, and actually like it kind of goes back and forth. So it could be like a mess, like everybody like shooting each other, like one, so like they can get there. But normally like people don't do by themselves, so it will be more like a guild thing, right? So like kind of have this guild come and like dominate the area, but like the guild, they're not gonna be fighting against themselves, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I even saw on sure, and you mentioned like bullies as well. Sure, like there are people bullying, but again, like it's not really bullying, because like they're just killing people there, because like they want to get the oil for themselves. And actually,
they want to get the oil for themselves. Yeah, sure.
And actually, not just the oil. Like if you kill somebody, some type of items that they're carrying like drops as well. So you basically become a, I don't know, this thief.
He's farming the divine energy of the noobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fine.
But sometimes it happens the opposite. So I see.
So can we get like a system in place to put a bounty on him after he's killed like so many noobs, to make it more desirable to kill him and get the bounty on him?
I mean, in theory, yes, but my point is like, okay, let me tell one the other side.
Yes.
First. So sometimes what happens is like the good Samaritans, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes they are like high level guys. So, but they keep the peace, right? Yes. And then they say, "Yo, noobs, you guys, the new players, whatever, like you guys can come here, go like form a line, right? Everybody." Yes. take your turn, so you get one oil, you go back to the end of the line, and
Yeah.
that. So they keep the piece for like the new players to have this
oil. Like everybody gets a turn to
oil
get oil.
revenue. Yes.
Yes.
And then if now like the bully, they get killed by these high level guys which are keeping the peace, right? So that's my point. It's like there's no system in place. It's just like it
happens.
Yeah, let the communities do. Yeah,
the community takes care of itself.
Yeah, they want to do.
Okay, I like that. I prefer that actually. I think that's probably the better way to do it in any way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here I think would be similar. I mean, so the difference would be first it is you don't. It's not all the time, right? So it's more like these events thing. Also, it's distributed with everyone that is in the map instead of you, like only one person.
Yeah.
Getting it, but essentially it is the same. And even the PvP. And I was thinking, like, so let's say the font is disabled, like while the font is not emitting energy, so the map is still PvP, and there is still cards here, right? Like you can, there's still a map where you can get the cards. So you can, if you come here and farm the cards, like the PvE cards here, you also like you're putting the collateral, and if somebody like duels you might lose, or you might get the one that that they, if you beat them, right? So that's definitely interesting as well. So like some cards would be more rare just because like it's in this like hostile environment that you need to go to farm the cards.
Exactly. And that's kind of another part of the fonts, right? Which is the Guardians. I'm not sure if you want to start talking about that, or which is
go ahead.
Which is my idea of these rare monsters protecting the fonts, right? And we have quite a couple of Guardians lined up, one for each element, in fact. That would be these Guardians of the fonts, essentially.
Yeah, so that's definitely. I don't know how much. So what are you thinking? Like you need to defeat the Guardian to enable the font, or?
No, so they would be the cards that are available. If you are in the font, you can do a PvE on that map and then fight the Guardian and get the card.
Okay, but they're still just like a regular card, but it would be similar to okay, right here in the map, let's say like Lanarth, I think there's only one. Let me go here. It's all across the map.
All the way on the other side.
So for example, here in I Love First Contact, there's this Lanarth where there's only one. And actually that's the only way you can get him in the whole world is like this one card in this map. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. So for me, that's how the Guardians should be. The Guardians should be the ones at the fonts, and that's the only place you should be able to earn them, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And but I think I would still want not related to the fonts, but I want like this like really I don't know, bosses or whatever that, but then it needs to be co-op, right? Like you need like, I mean, you probably don't need, but it would be like a lot easier with like multiple people to defeat. But then it's definitely like in the future, like.
Yeah, so this was the fonts is kind of like the layer above for PvP, over and above the leaderboards and ranked play. Okay, now the monsters, the boss fights, is kind of the layer we have above the PvE. Yeah. So and yes, those have not been thought about yet. The Guardians is not what I have in mind for that.
Okay.
So the Guardians are attached to the fonts for me, not attached to the boss fights. That's separate. We'll still need to come up with some concepts there.
Okay, so we just have this like one rare card specific for these fonts, right? Or do you only have one in this font map and that's it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, now so I think we should be if everything goes well, I think this system can be implemented in like a good week. Right, the fonts. Now I'll transition a little bit with talking about like the putting the Omni sources out there, like doing like a pre-sale or something. So how are we there yet, or do we need this system? Or if it's just 1 week, like is that gonna make is it gonna make like that much easier for people to see the vision, right, of the game look close, and then people be fighting? We can do the streams fighting people. Because like one thing I forgot to mention, because like even if we have this, I think it's a lot easier as well for people to challenge each other, right? Instead of needing to join a queue and hope they are matched, like they just go to the same area, right? And say, okay,
and they see, there's somebody here we can challenge.
Yeah, say, yo, I'm the Godric Mesa, come here, and then here it showed the names.
Yes.
And then like there's some sword in their name, and then you can challenge them, right? That's it.
I think it's needed. I think it like you said, it closes the loop. It really it is that extra step, even though it's just a week away. Yeah, I would get it in.
Yeah, but I mean, when I say 1 week, it's like a very, very hard week. I'm gonna say it's definitely like it's not trivial.
It's a big project. It's a big addition.
Yeah.
It's not something small. It's not something trivial. I get that. So the question is, can we wait or not? Do we want to pull the trigger sooner rather than later?
Yeah. Okay. Let me show you here. So if I go to wait, what are the tasks? Let me get the share copy. Okay, so if we look at the tasks here, I even let me even put a filter here of features PvP Okko. So here, this is kind of like what let me increase here. I don't know if it's too. Let me hide the cameras as well real quick. Remind me to. Wait, if I hide Void Ninja, I think we'll lose the sound. Like I need to hide. Maybe when I did in the beginning of the stream, I think I hide the cameras to show something, but then there was probably like no sound.
That's not good. I didn't pay attention to that. I'm not sure if that was happening.
Yeah,
we should really check that out.
Double check. But okay, for right now, I'll just. I guess I'll keep it here. But anyway, so there is this tasks here, which by itself would kind of like make the whole thing we talk about World PvP, and all of them, it's not that difficult. So see, okay, like you need to have this concept of like the player, if it's like they're like online or offline, right? Like knowledge to show them on the map, and for people to account also for like them to be near the fonts, right?
Yes. Proximity.
Yeah. So we currently don't have, but again, so okay, this need to do this. Something else here that is kind of related with going offline, or if the server resets, but in the case of somebody is kicked out of the area. So let's say, because that would be like an exploit. Let's say you go to the area of the font and you're fighting a PvE match.
Yes.
Can people challenge you?
No. You should get a busy signal like they're already in a challenge, same as what they would be in another challenge, right?
But if that's the case, I can go there and just keep fighting PvE and nobody can kick me out. You see the issue?
And you're right. So maybe that's not a good idea. So then maybe okay. So change the Guardian as the guy that is the thing you need to fight in order to get into the map. Can we do that?
No, but then it's still like, okay, once you're inside the map, you still have cards there.
You have cards, but there's no PvE. You can't battle PvE.
Why not? That's my point. Like, I think, sure, like if that would be the only way to stop the exploits, fine. Like you need to go to this area which is have the font, but I think it's possible to do both. And that's my point. Is that we allow, so if you're in the middle of a PvE match,
yes,
somebody can, it's similar to like if you're like in World of Warcraft or whatever, like you're fighting some tiger and hi Hank, how's it going? I'm saying like, so if you're like fighting a tiger in World of Warcraft and come like a rogue behind you and start PvPing you, like
he's gonna PvP you and you need to start fighting him, you know, like he's that's the thing.
But the PvE tiger is still there. That's my point, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm not saying to do exactly that, but like in my mind, what I think is possible, and if we just implement this, is like if you are fighting PvE, and somebody challenges you in this only in these maps, right, which is PvP, because like let's say if your friend challenges you, you just get a notification say like, hey, the Mu is fighting you, is challenging you. Do you accept? So you can just decline or you can wait to accept, right? But in the font, you don't have this option. Like somebody challenges you, like it's happening right now. Like you don't have a saying, right? And so what happens, like, so your PvE battle is still saved there, right?
Yes.
So it's there. But if and once you finish your PvP, you can go back. But if you get kicked out of the map, then
you can't go back.
Yes. So
if you lose your battle, then your time's up.
Yeah. So my point is, but I don't think that's fair. But like, if you can refund, so let's say you go on a PvE match, you get challenged, and then you get kicked out, then you get the divine energy refunded. Oh, actually, but now this creates another exploit, right? Like you go PvE battle, you don't like your environmental effects or whatever, the RNG, and then somebody challenges you.
Yeah.
I know, but I think it's fine because like if you're losing the collateral, like this is not like a valid strategy. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So my point's like, so if you get kicked out, your PvE is refunded, and that's all good, right?
Okay. If you get kicked out through a challenge,
yes,
then it's refunded only in that condition.
But yeah, let me go back to the game. Yeah, because then I think that's fine. Let's say like, yeah, you better like the guys here. Even if you're in the middle of the, let's say I'll put it here. You are like halfway. You pick your guys here. Let's say you're thinking that you get like a challenge. Sure, it still saves like exactly this state, right? With these environment effects, with exactly with the divine energy that you put. Like everything is the same, right?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, once or actually, there's it might even be more difficult to implement. But another way is for you to have like multiple PvE battles saved. So if you get kicked out and if you're in a different map, still fine. And once you go back to the font map, then you can like pick up this battle. But I think I still prefer like doing the refund because then you don't need to have this concept of multiple saved.
That complicates things unnecessarily. I think. Just refund them and they can go back again and do it again if they want to. When the opportunity arises, of course, because the map won't be available again for another week or something.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let me try to beat this map now that I started before I go back to the tasks.
This is also a hard one, but I think you've beaten this guy already.
Actually, no, no, I don't. I think that I got the Zerg from the ice map.
The other map, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't have. It would be cool, but I think I only use one divine energy here. Actually, it doesn't matter then. Yeah, I'll just do whatever. I'll just bail here. I'm not gonna stop the stream to.
Yeah, that fox is a powerful enemy. Yeah. Kick
Okay.
that.
And okay, moving on. Another thing that we need, okay, is display the people in the area, right? Which is again tied to the concept of being online or offline. But that I think is fine in the UI here. I think we just move this up a bit, right? So like this, the fight button up, and then we have a list of players down here, where with the it's basically what I'm thinking is like you need to show the name of the player, I guess their guild banner once that we have guilds as well, maybe their profile picture, and then and then probably like some button, some like triple dots where you can choose
Challenge.
like to challenge, you can choose to trade,
Yes.
chat, whatever we have, right?
That sounds reasonable. I like that.
Yeah, now let me go back to the browser. So far, okay, like refunding, it should be pretty easy to do. Like this is like very easy. The online offline is definitely like more difficult. Display people in the area, like once the online offline is if it's done properly, then this becomes easy. Now the area gates, again, if we're gonna do the whole items and stuff, as you say, we're not ready, then sure, that's probably more difficult. But if it's just like, yo, you need to pay like 1,000, I mean, put 1,000 divine energy or whatever the amount, like as collateral, and then that's easy to do. And then if you move out, then you just give it back, also easy. So this is fine. Challenge players in the area. Again, though, we already have PvP with the leaderboard, so
the system is there. The system's in place. All we needed is a little button, like you said, the chat box with the name and the challenge button to be connected to that, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. So, but once you click, I think essentially it's just instead of like when the matchmaking system finds two people, you just say like these two people. So yeah, the systems are in place. This should be fairly easy. And in UI, you just need to have the notification saying like, hey, do you accept or do you decline or whatever? But yes, it shouldn't be too difficult. Now PvP, I think it's PvP areas. I think that's also easy because you just flag the area. If it's just like one variable saying like, is this a PvP area, right? Is this which again, like we can have PvP areas that don't have fonts, right? Like they don't necessarily need to be together. We can have like
no, they don't. Sure, they don't have to be together.
Yeah, like technically every font is in a PvP area, but not every PvP area has a font. If that makes sense.
I like that. I like that concept. That kind of ties into perhaps something else that we've been talking about, or which is buildings and the possibility of arenas. Being other PvP areas that wouldn't be tied to fonts.
Yeah, or we can have this whatever, like the it's kind of endless. We can say, or you lose cards to the people that beat you. Like you can go like really crazy if you
multiple layers to work that. Yes, I agree.
And then lastly, like fonts. This is I think the bulk of the thing, because like you need to say, okay, like how often do fonts happen? Like where are the fonts? How do they accrue the tokens, how often do they pay out, what percentage of the pool they pay out.
Yes.
They need to split with all the players. They need to have this again, like the online session, right? Like need to be like
Yes.
30 minutes of the 1 hour spend time. Again, it needs to be even more like generic than I shouldn't put any time frames or anything. You should just say like, yeah, you have this funds happens every this time frame, and it's open for this for X amount of time, and then people need to be together for X amount of minutes, seconds, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, but I think it is doable. I'm kind of concerned now that I start talking about the fonts at the end here, but everything else is it's not like
so everything else on the list
science,
is easy,
right?
but the big part, the fonts part, that's the hard part. So should we not start with that one if the others are all easier to link?
Yeah, definitely. Like my plan here is to start with something that we probably need anyway. So, for example, like seeing people on the map. If we're talking like about like if we have trading and you need to go meet the person on the map
Yes.
to trade with them. So like this needs to be in place anyway. I think just having PvP areas first as well, it would be good. So say like for us to do like for streaming, like playing the people watching the stream, right? We do the events in the alpha,
in the area.
anything like, yeah, we can, even without the fonts, if we just have like PvP areas where people can challenge each other. Yes. It's actually that might be enough. That's
to start, it might be enough. You're right. Because it opens up the door, even though all the pieces that we have in mind for it is not in place yet. It does open up the door. I like that.
Yeah, but does it close the loop? Like, okay, like people can PvP,
not exactly.
because like we don't get the reward, right? So it's not.
So it doesn't. But like you said, it's on the roadmap. It's here. It'll be there in not too long a time. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work in order to get it there.
Okay, so now in this transition, so what do you think? Like, do we need to finish this to start? I don't know, like marketing or the events or something, or we just go with what we have, or do something in between? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I like the last thought you had was, including some type of PvP area without all of the bells and whistles, that, a basic MVP version of it that can at least open the door to us closing the loop. And then, yeah, let's pull the trigger.
Yeah, because I feel we need to be, I think people need to see that this like sure it's a multiplayer game, but it should be like this like live world, right? So I think so I guess if people can see each other on the map and just duo and move around, right? Like I think that might be enough for people to see, right? Like, okay, like this is basically like an MMO, right? Like you can move around and dual people, and then if you say, we're gonna have trading, now it's a lot easier to see like, see this button here's a duo could have like a button of trade right next to it, right? So I think everyone could visualize that,
of course.
But if we say right now like, we're gonna have trading, then it's like,
how's that gonna work? I don't see it, and yeah, you're right, but this way they can, So combination of these things plus the roadmap, the updates that we've spoken about already, getting on the roadmap. I think that'll be good. That'll be good enough to get us there, make those connections.
Okay, so I'll go back here on. So okay, so for this, let me put in progress here. I'll definitely need the what is it? The online online concept. Oh, I don't think it. Okay, I'll probably need to refresh the page, but I'll do it for now. I don't think we need to refund the PVE because like if this is just it's just like friendly challenges, I guess, right in the beginning. So you can decline.
Yeah, that'll only become part once the font is active, right? So, you know, it only becomes applicable once the font is active. So it can definitely be tied to the font part of it.
Okay, so then display parent area. Do we need the gates? No. Challenge players in area. Yes. Fonts. Okay, actually, I think that's it. Let me refresh. Yeah, see, you just need to have the online concept, display the people in area, and be able to challenge them. Okay, this should be, again, it's a couple of days instead of a week.
That sounds positive.
Let's one more thing. So about the visual effects, man, I tried adding. I was just playing around with the effects for the abilities that we talked about.
Yes.
And no, I think I kind of need to do a little bit of a revamp in the system because like that there's definitely like no support for that. Right now, basically, it's just assume like, okay, you casted an ability, that the ability effect is gonna be happen like on top of you, like and on top of you.
Okay, which is not always the case. You see, that's the thing, right? Sometimes you want the ability. So yeah, we definitely need something to position those effects in the correct place.
Yes. So, but more than that, like not only you need to have this almost like this whole blob of data that can be passed to the ability. So say like, for example, if the chain strike or chain heal. So say like, oh, these are the cards affected and in this order, for example, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you need to have this concept of like, let's say either it happens in parallel or is sequentially, and yeah, the targets and the order, and then have the effects like read this data and display it. So again, definitely not trivial.
That sounds very complex. That sounds actually multiple layers of complexity. Which is why VFX is on the later parts of our roadmap.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've just moved to it was the next thing. It was like shit, like this is not this is definitely gonna need like a rewrite on the visual effects, like
for sure,
I don't know, engine concept, whatever you call. But again, is that a problem? Like right now, if you go to a match, let me show the thing here again. Let me try to beat it again. This map that. Okay, rising. Oh no, this is so broken. Like this, I definitely need more cards in this map. Because like their speed goes like completely nuts.
Yep.
But here you see like I think it's similar. If I don't die, the rising tide, even if I cannot hit them, I mean I can still hit them with elemental damage. Anyway, let me try.
They're gonna hit so fast. I think they're gonna kill you really quickly. But let's see.
Yeah, so I'll go same strategy. I'll do Ali, Protoling. I mean, I can if it's gonna be swapped because like wind of change. So if I go full physical damage that's gonna be converted to, because they all have all the Zerg have armor, but if it goes like elemental,
Magic,
it's fine.
elemental damage is going to go straight through to the health. Yes, you're right.
So I think yeah, this here he's gonna go 3, which should be enough to kill all of them in one. Do they gain any health here? No. So yeah, this is my strategy. This guy doing like 3 elemental damage should be good. Now I just need to survive, I guess. How do I survive? So tank, I'll try, or maybe I'll do Lord Cad with the Martyr play. So I think I can do this. I'll put, you can do Koge here. I don't know if he doesn't die, he gets like regen a bit and then kills some people as well. Dodge. I mean, I guess just, yeah, this guy with a bunch of HP. Dodge. And silence is not gonna hit because it's gonna turn into physical and I'm gonna be too slow. Maybe some repair. Yeah, I'll go with
try it.
Repair. Now repair is only there's only like Lord Cad with.
Only Lord Cad has armor. Yeah, exactly. So not much effect, but it's something.
No, I'll go Mila then.
Mila with the heal, I think, has more effect. Has more effect on the
let's try. Yeah. No, just the 2 rounds.
2-round battle is never a good thing.
Yeah, because they go like 11 speed.
Yeah, that's insanity. That's insanity.
But yeah, a shoot.
Well, that was a little bit of survival.
No, I think it's good. I think I win. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, let's say that.
Look at that. Look at that. Okay.
Okay, but I only used 1 divine energy. It got nothing. Like
you got nothing for sure, but you beat. So it shows that this map can be beaten. I haven't beaten this one yet. So first time I see it happen live here on air.
Yeah, but I mean, it was possible because like Wind of Change.
Changing your damage type has
to elemental.
Quite a lot of benefit there. If you're putting physical guys and they're changing.
Yeah, because the physical guys are not like it's a lot more hostile, let's say, more aggressive. Like, but I mean, even without that, I think it's okay because like there are some elemental damage guys that do. So have like Arrow is good. AC sometimes if you get lucky with the Prodigy can be good as well.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, I'll try again with 100 now. Try. Oh yeah,
putting in the big bucks. Oh, okay. All right, so.
Okay, this is more difficult, I think, because
it's definitely more difficult. You have a bigger monster there.
And I got like Dryosaur in every single column, so I cannot even like taunt all of them, like do the trick of putting like Lord Card at the back to protect up against the taunt. But there is the permafrost, so again, like if I don't do any AoE damage,
they may not hit.
Yeah, there is no cleanse on this map, so I think that's good.
Permafrost works in your favor here, with freezing the units after they don't take damage.
Yeah, so go. But again, try not to do them any. I mean, a little bit of damage. I think it's no, that's not fine. I shouldn't do any damage at all.
Yeah. Only single target damage. Do not splash anything. Do not target multiple
but there's
targets.
yeah, but I have a backstab here, so
backstab's gonna go for somebody else unless you don't fill the spot, I guess.
or I can. They have no armor here at the back. I think. Oh, actually, there is ever bloom. I think it's okay if I do a little bit of damage because they're gonna get healed.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do. Actually, I'll pull like Kogge
risky
here.
risky business, I say, but all right.
Go here, yeah, because like
it's your divine energy.
let me go taunt. Okay, I'll go full. No, the ally is too much. I mean, this is like 3 health with the Kogge is good combo. I'll do this. I can put somebody with 0 damage here as well, like Bishop
or Bishop, yes.
Not because Toystrom has the reflection, so it doesn't.
We don't want that.
Oh, actually, I can put AC because, because it's gonna blind, so it doesn't matter if the guy is attacking because he's gonna be blind.
He's not gonna hit. Okay, all right.
I'm questioning this lore card here. I'll just put heal. And I'll do most like elemental damage again, I guess. So because this number this. Yeah, it's fine, I think. They're gonna be healing a lot, but if they heal a lot, they're gonna be doing a lot of damage, so it should be fine as well. Even this guy with just 1 HP at level 1, it still might be the best here. Because it has like 2. I don't see anyone that does like 2 elemental damage. There is this guy, but he has reflection. It's gonna. You can do this with root as well.
I would put Lavore, giving you 1 extra elemental damage and buffing your physical guys.
It doesn't do well. Yeah, it's just buff the physical. Yeah, but it might be good. Again, finally, I guess if I'm doing backstab, I might as well go all the way. I think here. Okay, I'm happy. I went many rounds.
It's usually a better sign.
Yeah, but actually this. Yeah, see the Kogge with the extra health here is killing almost everyone. Well, shit, like, wait, what? What? Ah, yeah, I forgot that he's also gonna be on the backstab. Oh shit!
Of course. Yeah, so you would also go. You would also go for the lower health. So.
Yeah, I should have put like a better. Yeah, I just put these small guys here. Man, I might still win, but this was definitely winnable. If I didn't mess up the backstab here.
That Kogi's doing a lot of work, man.
Yeah, he is the MVP for sure. Like
he's taking punishment like nobody's business, tanking it up like.
Man, but like it cannot even hit this guy here now. Okay, one hit, man. Okay, but this guy here at the back is frozen. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, he's not doing any damage. Yeah. So as long as we're not hitting him, we're okay. And then eventually we do defeat them. So that's quite a big haul. That's quite a big haul.
Yeah, and I got that's enough for sock level 3.
Wow. That sock is a big drop. And Alice as well. That fox is also pretty strong.
Okay, oh man, this definitely opens a lot of room for me, like to give armor for everyone.
Yeah, that's a very nice aura. That's a very
What
nice
was the
aura.
other one? Alice. Yeah, one more guy with the blind. You see, like, yeah, the AC. Oh, these are good aura as well. The minus speed. The
minus speed for your opponents. Of course, speed is always a huge factor.
yeah, but I guess I'll farm this map here to put Alice level 6 and
Prodigy. Get the Prodigy.
Get the Prodigy and what was and Stock at level 6 as well for the Shrapnel. Actually, it's the first guy with guard as well. Like that definitely opens more
possibilities.
More combos, yeah. Wow.
Exactly, because now suddenly the repair makes more sense, or the rebuild makes more sense.
Yeah, because before, see, like it is, there's not that many taunts, so you have this combination of taunt and guard. Because, like, for example, I didn't want to. Sometimes when you put him like in the front.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and I think you see, like I think, man, this is in a good place. Like, look at there was like definitely like a lot of strategy here.
I've definitely not beaten this map yet, so I'm definitely going to be giving it a shot after this.
Yeah, and definitely like room for mess up as well. So I messed up forgot about the backstab. So okay, let's summarize what we've been discussing. So from my understanding, like, okay, we're gonna get people on the map, see people online on the map, and you can challenge them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just disable the leaderboard then, right?
For now.
Yeah, I'll just remove this. There is no more arena for now. Yeah, until and that's even better because it simplifies. It's less. I feel. Do we want to show the card creator? Because I think I can hide like only, let's say, like only admins can go here. So because it still like doesn't look that pretty, people cannot submit. We're not gonna be voting anyway, so it might be.
Yeah, until we have that system in place, I don't think we want to show it. You're right, because we'll be having events around it, and yeah, I think that's the time to showcase it. So I agree, it should be hidden for now, even though it's part of the roadmap and it's definitely there already. Yeah. We've started the process already of using it officially in our system. We are updating the cards with our own creators, so it's officially working and functioning.
So, okay, and hide these two. We probably we can do the updates as well on the cards that we talked about. Change some names, some.
You want to do it now live?
I mean, not necessarily, but I guess we can.
Okay. Well, the easy ones, but there are just like a name change or something like that. I was thinking not the images. The images are a little bit more.
Yeah, complex. No, yeah, I was gonna say because I prefer to do this offline because like, you need to go on this whole mode, like again, like getting the images, like editing the
more complex than what I thought.
Yeah, and okay, I was thinking maybe we can do some like especially like maybe we can do this from the streams if we maybe can we do like a PvP here as well?
Of course we can.
Because I'm thinking like maybe we can just upload the videos, like, okay, we do this stream, which many people are not gonna watch, maybe it's too long or whatever. But for example, this gameplay, I think you can just highlight like good some fun matches, I guess. Can just make that like into its own video.
It's good to have shorter videos, yes, agreed. Not everybody is into watching long discussions and in detail breakdowns of what we're planning to do in our roadmap and where we're going and how far we are.
It's okay. I'm in the queue. Oh,
I've been in the queue for a while. I can close down. Let me restart.
Okay, let me check on the logs if. Yeah, I'm not sure because like I'm using a different version than you because.
Yes, you are. I have not updated.
Yeah,
latest version.
This to have the plus and minus here on the card creator. But I see I'm on the queue. Okay.
No, I'm there as well, and I'm in. So it was just a matter of restarting, and now we're good.
Okay, so static field, up the health or the speed, and meteor. Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. And we have elemental reduction and heal. That was an accident.
Okay. I thought it was like, oh, you talking about like Koge being the MVP on the last match, and then you.
I double clicked by accident, and that was not intentional.
Can you go? Yeah, this is always my first pick. I think I really love this guy. Even though, to be honest, I think he's. I think he's better than he actually is.
He's very good. He's very good. Kleptomania is very interesting, and so is Cripple. And silence works wonders.
Yeah, but for example, there's like the mudslide is like a very good counter with him because like he's
not going to get silenced.
Yeah, so. the not crippled. Kleptomania still works, but that's it.
Yeah,
that because of the debuff immunity. Okay, it's my turn. Let me. Okay. Okay. Yours is still a level 4. Doesn't have the physical reflection yet. Actually, do you even have an ally yet?
I do not. I do not.
Don't know if I should be picking him. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, but I will assume I don't know your cards, I guess. Because I think in reality that's kind of like what. Actually, maybe not now with the World PvP, right? Because like you know the name of the people you're facing, right? So you can kind of like once you face them a couple of times, you kind of know
their cards
at
sure.
least for a while, right? Like
sure, as long as we're small, yes. But if things work out as planned, hopefully that will change.
Okay, need a good tank here.
So you're saying the health and the speed swaps with the static field, is that right?
No, just the speed. I was confused.
Okay.
It's the speed. Man, I don't know. Should I think this or okay? I'll try this tank here. It might, but it's only like 20% cheat death. But well, might get lucky multiple times.
Maybe. Who knows these things?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, the Scorpion is good with the Scourge. Because
it hits multiple. That's exactly why I do that, yeah. Spreads that Scourge around.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, actually, that's kind of wasted divine protection on the alley. Okay, let's see if this guy can tank. Nope.
No cheating death for you, but my tanks are also gone, so.
Oh, but man, that was a big miss here. And then the trample didn't continue, right? Like he missed and then stopped. I mean, it still might be good. I still have a big guy here.
Yeah, I think you're gonna walk all over me. Yeah. GG.
Oh, yeah, GG.
Nice.
Yeah, we got to see the. I mean, what did you think about the static field?
I didn't pay attention to what it actually did, right? So, what was it? Position for position. So that position swaps with this position. Is that how it worked out?
So again, like everyone that is not electric, like it randomizes the speed of everybody that is not electric.
Yes. So randomizes amongst your own team, or randomizes across everybody?
Everybody.
Okay. So anybody might get anybody's speed is kind of
yes.
what happens.
Again, as long as they're not electric.
As long as they're not electric, right? So if you're an electric element, you're not affected by the environmental effects on the map or on the battle. Yeah. I liked it. I think it's good. An interesting effect. Your speed plays is probably not going to work out for you.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I like it, but I don't think it's perfect. As you say, like it's not super intuitive with this,
No.
and that goes to. So you have the ocean level and static field, I guess. These are two that kind of does this, but it's like there's no way you kind of just know, okay, like everybody's health is gonna be similar, or in this with ocean level, and then static field you kind of just know whatever, like speed is not gonna be reliable.
Yes.
But I don't know, it's not like as cool, and it's not as understandable. So I don't know. I still think we just keep an eye on it for now. But okay. I mean, see if you find like maybe it is it's really cool. Maybe we can open
exactly. I see some interesting things happening. Right? Maybe it falls on a guy where it really does make a difference, but just at the same time, it could also fall on a guy where it makes no difference and it's actually worse.
Yeah, I mean, kind of my main damage dealer was the buff, the trample guy there, but he happened to get like 0 speed, and
Yeah,
he missed your guy. Like,
yeah, exactly, right. So that's the type of effect that, you know, negatively can happen, but at the same time, positive effects can also happen. Your main damage dealer may get a speed buff, right, because he ends up with a speed that's faster than everybody else's, or really high, and yeah, there you go. So I think it might be interesting. I think it might be interesting.
Okay, I think anything else you want to talk about, or should we call the stream here?
I think it's a good time to call it. We've been at it for quite a bit. Unless there's some questions or anything from the audience. Audience members have been quiet for a while, so.
Yeah, I'm not even sure there's anyone still watching.
There may not be any audience members. You're right.
Yeah, anyway, so anyone watching the video, I guess, yeah, like that's what we're gonna be doing the World PvP. Gonna do update the cards. We're probably gonna have the control of the environmental effects, like which where they can appear in the world. But soon we're gonna be. I think we're getting very close to I don't know what we're calling yet, like the alpha, pre-alpha, post-alpha, whatever. But yeah,
so many terms, man. I wish we could just, like, you know, put the stake in the ground. This is what it is, and then I know what to call it. You know, I think that's needed.
Okay, let's do it now. So alpha is when the game is like open, but with many missing stuff, right? Let's say pre-alpha, I guess, is where we are right now, which is kind of like this, like closed. Like people need to get the key. I mean, the alpha dudes they probably still need the key. But yeah, but like again, a pre-alpha will say like we're resetting all the time. We are not. It's definitely
so we're already in pre-alpha, right? So no need. Yeah. So what's the next phase? What are we calling the next phase? That's really the question then.
Alpha. So next phase is alpha then, which where the loop again, the game loop is closed, right? So and then I guess when we do these funds, but then and then we can do the roadmap. Like, but beta would be this. It will be very similar to the launch, right? But then it's still like most like handling like server scaling issues or potential bugs and that kind of stuff, like tweaking cards. But it's definitely like it's still adding feature here and there, but like okay, let's just call alpha for now. That's what we're aiming for. I just get it ready.
I like that. I like that. Makes sense to me.
Okay then. That's it. Take care, everyone.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you around. Cheers.
Cheers.